my test. Oh, I forgot to check my. I forgot to check my settings. Hold on. Gotta make sure my mic is correct. Audio. I think that's good. Yeah, it's good. All right. So, all right. As you can see here, this is just kind of a model that I made like a while ago. I'm gonna make All Might from Boku no Hero Academia. So I'm taking this model that I made before. I'm going to transform it into, let me see, into this guy right here. I'm very surprised by the anime. I was like, no way this anime is going to be any good. Hold on, I need to check my, oh, it's good. My audio is great. Okay. All right, back to, so it's, this guy right here. I have reference images of him. It's not many though, like surprisingly, like, all right, so seeing the base model right here, and then what I have to work with. Oh, I need to close some things right here. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is, I like it. It's pretty fun. I like to well, the whole concept of like learning the form is to be able to manipulate it, and this is a kind of a fun little exercise to do. So I'm probably going to replace the head, but his head is kind of realistic, so I'm going to actually probably keep it, mess around with the, what the heck? Oh, the ears are separate. I think that's right. Is that right? Oh, I'll figure it out later. All right, so based on the drawing I got here, I'm going to make his shoulders wider. I'm going to maybe widen his torso a bit more. So I'm really going to go all superhero about it. So I'm going to go here. Actually, I forgot to do multiple subtools right here. Mask that. I'm going to mask this. I'm going to... Oops. There it goes. Now I'm going to widen a bit. Oops. Just widen a bit so to have that width in his like torso right here. I'm going to then make the legs larger. Probably even make sure he has more of a heroic kind of. Oops. Hold on. What the heck? Oh, I have the wrong one selected. There, guys. All right. Oh yeah. This is a little reminder. This will be saved and be uploaded later. Maybe that's a little too. I can always adjust the head. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna. I don't know. Kind of. Actually, now I think about it. I guess I should. Whatever. I'm just gonna work somewhere. So I'm gonna go to the BCB tool right here to go ahead and start enhancing the legs. It's kind of really fun to exaggerate things. Yeah. The form here. So basically, just adding like huge old chunks of like muscle right here. Right here, it's also coming up right there. I might even have to add more to his hamstrings right here. Gotta make sure I keep them separate so when I start adding stuff. Hold on. Sorry, something was going on. There's a muscle right here called the, I can't think of it right now, the sartorius, was it? Very kind of, I'm going to bring this out right here to really emphasize that, as well as this right here, because bodybuilders, they have like a teardrop muscle right here in the quads. And then I'm going to go ahead up to here and start buffing up the shoulders a bit. Now the shoulders are split into about 3 kind of main pieces. You got like the middle, the front, and the back. So I'm going to make sure I kind of buff it up a bit right here. I should, based on the model, are they separate? Yeah, they are separate. I'm going to go ahead and do that, mask that. I'm going to loosen that up a bit. I'm going to have all subtools selected. I'm going to actually keep this one there, and then I'm going to widen the shoulders out a bit, just to make some space along the inner armpit right here, around the the lats. But yeah, so I got that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and then increase the traps. I love like working on the back muscles right here. So I'm gonna go to BCB. Oops, wrong one. BCB. I'm gonna start kind of developing the back right here. I'll probably hide the arms right here real quick to kind of have an idea, as well as the hands to kind of get an idea of perspective. Let's see. Sorry, switching between my reference and such. So I'm gonna increase this right here along the sides of the lats right here. I might go to my move brush. I can't talk. Move brush. Bring this out right here a bit. Nice thing is like the artist's best friend is really like the move brush. Digital sculptor's best friend. I'll probably pull that out right there. Pull this. It's not about like just pulling spots. It's about also like the direction you pull it. I'm gonna kind of bring this here, maybe out the chest, right there, right there. Maybe you bring this out. I'm gonna increase the width of the arm, the diameter of the arms. But also increase the calves too. You got some pretty big legs right here. So I'm gonna mask that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the width of it by switching to trying to position this just right so that when I widen, I might even lower the definition a bit too. I'm not liking the I have to bring the arms up a bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and move this right here just a bit, so when I do that it won't mess with the thing. Hey, yeah, his arms are funky looking, so I widen that a bit more. Then go down here. I'm gonna smooth this out right here. I'm gonna start enhancing the calves, and the calves, BCB, favorite tool here. I might even go to the brush modifier here to go ahead and turn on smooth a bit to 1. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the. I don't really like that one too much. The smoothness on that muscle right there. Kind of like you got these two kind of. Well, I don't know. Can't think right now. Just trying to enhance this part right here. Try to bring out some like crazy ankles he's got here. I need to make sure I bring that out there too. Just re-dynamesh it real quick to smooth this here. Maybe even bring out the kneecap right there. Maybe a little bit here too. So add some mass right there. Just carve that a bit there. It's all about kind of feeling for it, I guess. Not bad right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and increase the arms now too. So I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna mask. I want to go ahead and enlarge that. Maybe even elongate the arms a bit. I'm not liking that. Hold on. Let's try that again. Work on the face a bit too. Oh, Ninja Diffuse guy out. You're only staying a while. You gotta examine in a few hours. Oh, okay, that's fine. No worries about it. I know last time you missed the last broadcast because you were sleeping. No worries. Just working on another character from that one show, from the last broadcast. I was working on a female character. I'm working on like the main. I don't want to say main hero guy, but like the popular hero guy. So I'm just trying to work on that a bit, maybe. I'd make his arms a lot thicker. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to think here. That's weird. But yes, welcome, Ninja Diffusal guy. Welcome. sorry, just get a little preoccupied sometimes a bit, trying to make sure I get this right. So the muscles like this here for the, and then there's like a strip right there, this there, that right there has a horseshoe kind of deal along the back right here to the arm right there with the brachius muscle, was it? And then gotta make sure this is right here. It's a little lopsided. Gotta fill that in right here. The pecs need to be more of a fan shape. Oh, what did I just do? Uh-oh. Oh, that scared me. Quick save. Heart attack. Okay. So yeah, no problem if you though. What's the test? What's your that face is really bothering me. This right here. This I need to change this. I need to make sure it's a little more. All Might. What's the exam, Ninja? Ninja, please. Ninja. No worries. Ninja. Just need to make sure I enlarge the jaw here a bit. It's all about, really when you make something, it's all about manipulating certain proportions. What the heck? Why is that like that? I'm gonna hide that right there. Keep the ears. I'm gonna start with making the hair here. I'm gonna probably delete. I'm gonna make him a little angry. Probably reducing the topology maybe. BMV. And smile a bit. Oh, it's Counter-Strike? Oh. Oh, Ninja Defusal. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. I'm like, should have known that. No, yeah, it's Ninja Diffuse. It's when you yeah, I know what it is. But what's your test? Oh boy, that's bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Trying to smooth this out a bit. Oh, that's not good either. Sorry, I'll read it soon if you did respond. Oh, what am I doing? I need to take the jaw. That's why I'm having a hard time. I'm going to take this right here. No, he's smiling, so I don't have to move his jaw at all. Gosh, take it all. Statics. Strength of materials. It's physics. Ah, physics, eh? Nice. I took some physics too. Not sure. Like, I don't know. I took some. I took maybe a few courses in college, but didn't really stick with it. It's interesting. I definitely have to. It's very interesting stuff. It's very applicable to life. That's what I expected of physics. Trying to move this so I can make him like smile, which is really ugly. I'm just gonna remove that right there. Gonna just, I guess, add the. Got a really wide jaw. He's kind of like the typical character I usually like to make. Hold on. Looking for my other reference material of the character here. Sorry, I'm trying to just carve this out right here. Looks funny right now, but I'm going to add the teeth in a bit. Are you enjoying physics? It's fun. I'm going to delete that. Hold on real quick. I need a geometry, delete. Where is the delete? Right here. Oh, not mirror and weld. Delete it, and there it goes. BIT. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then file and do history, quick save. I'll make sure I do history, All Might history. You know what's pretty cool? Oh, the formulas are not easy to remember, but it's pretty straightforward, I guess. Well, what I remember in just calculus and physics in general is everything is pretty much what is it? It's like derived, or it's logical. The reason why calculations. I took some calculus too, or I took a little bit. I took calculus, but then a little bit of calculus too. It's very interesting. Like the formulas that are taught in like, like geometry and all that stuff. It's really all about logical thinking, and supposedly, if you understand what it's supposed to be doing, and you can actually it's not derive. You can derive the equation based on logic sometimes, depending. Like, I don't know where I'm going with it right now. I'm trying to sculpt and talk about math at the same time. IT was what I was trying to do. I wanted to put a cylinder, insert cylinder. Just to go ahead and kind of put that. What the heck just happened there? Oh! Hold on. That's what happened. What am I trying to do? Oh, whoops. I have local symmetry on. But the thing that I liked about physics is that one of my class here, my teacher made me made us group up, and then we had a momentum trajectory, and we had we did it like real life kind of deal. She gave us the mass of this object, the thing that launches launches like a catapult, the strength of it, and we had to determine the distance from the height it was shot at. And we took a piece of paper, we marked it, we worked together, and then it landed like exactly on the spot. It was pretty cool. It's like magic. So cool. Oh my gosh, it's not turning out right. oh my gosh, that was loud. Takes a bit of effort right here. Oh shoot. I'm gonna switch this here. I'm gonna go BMB. The smile is all wrong. A little better. It's a little off because of the lips. The lips have to have that BCB. It has to have that not too much of this here. Otherwise, it looks like he's older. I hope you have good luck with that, guys. I know you're not going just now, but sorry, I'm trying to. I'm hopping around, clicking Alt Tab, switching between windows. BIT, because I'm going to use BI. Okay, there it goes. I'm going to use the insert sphere. I'm going to go ahead and drag that right there for kind of the hair, I guess. SH maybe. So those have got horns. Not what I was trying to go for, but it's supposed to be his hair, which I'll go ahead and position here real quick, which is supposed to be more at kind of like this angle. This is going to take a bit of tweaking with the form and whatnot, but he will look like All Might. He will. It's like some kind of demon right now, but All Might, you don't really see his eyes at all. They're more like a shadow. So I'll probably get rid of these eyes later. Actually, let me get rid of these eyes now. Whoa, there it goes. Actually, what if I make them the same poly group, they'll fuse together. Because if I go here, you can see they're different poly groups. So I go like that. Now if I... No, that didn't work. Wait, do I not have Dynamesh on? No, I do not. Because the thing is that, All Might, his eyes are always like, when he's in this form, it's like a shadow. So his brow is like very furrowed. You know, I can always go to here and then smooth this out right here. And I go to like the snake hook brush and I can start pulling out like hair. Oops, that's too large. Oh, that's not good either. Now I can always kind of, it's like a deer. Okay, hold on. Maybe pull kind of this in right here. I don't know. Pull that right there. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it. I'm gonna just keep it like this for right now. No. I'll just keep it like that. I'm gonna give him some hair real quick too. So I'm gonna go ahead and mask this here. So masking it. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna hide the ears right here real quick. You sculpted a villain? Oh shit! I think you must have. You're talking about like when I was joking around, huh? Sorry, I've been hopping around this, but do you mean have I sculpted a villain before, or do you mean like when I was making that joke earlier about how bad it looks? Okay, so what I'm doing is a process where you mask and extract a piece of geometry here. So let me know. Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks kind of funny right now. He does look kind of evil, suppose. But oh my god, it's really nice. It's kind of fun, like when you're sculpting in general. Like usually a lot of times, you know, sculpts don't start out like awesome. They start kind of, you know, they usually start kind of bad looking, and then they get better over time, and they're like, oh, that's so cool, hallelujah. So I'm gonna, this guy's hair back, so I'm gonna bring the ear back, and I'm gonna go like that right there. So in your class, Ninja Diffusal guy, I was gonna say, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to think about the next thing I'm supposed to do when I'm sculpting, and that question. What are some examples from your class? Maybe this will help you get ready for your test. Just wondering. Alright, got that. Like, what does it entail? Like static? Are you talking about like are you talking about friction? You know, the coefficient of friction and stuff, and was it planes or along a sloped surface? Coefficients of different kinds of friction, the static friction, and I forgot like some of it. Oh, okay, is that what it is? Does it include like trigonometry usually? You know, finding out the forces in the direction. All those, awesome. See, I still remember, kind of. But like the stuff I was going through, like even though sometimes I did those application, use some of those equations or something. For some reason, something wouldn't turn out right for some reason, even though I thought I did it right. I was actually thinking about doing like electrician kind of stuff, like using being an electrician or something. It's pretty good idea, I thought, like in terms of like a career, not a career, but like another part of like a second career or something. I thought series circuits and parallel circuits were pretty interesting. Now I have to bring the resolution this. Oh, okay, the resolution's down. Okay, good. Now I gotta start scoping the hair. I don't know. I find math and science very interesting. I just kind of wish that other people kind of enjoyed it as well, instead of being, I don't know. I feel like people don't enjoy it as much as like I had. I'm not sure if it's because of like the way I was introduced to it. BFA. Just math is fun, really. I just don't know why people just don't kind of see that. It's pretty cool. It's like real life. It's like real life magic. I'm just kind of flattening the hair out right here real quick. Just kind of give it some kind of similar shape. Always inflate it later. Something like him. See, I like there's. Oh my gosh, that was bad. Okay, hold on, should I get? Yeah, his hair needs to come more to the center here. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. I need to angle it more too. Maybe angle it back. Right there, like that, kind of. He's got his hair kind of popping down right here. And I'll just kind of add these kind of like hair streaks kind of deal along to like how he has his hair, and then I'll subtract and add again, and then subtract, add. Oh my gosh. Alright, there it is. Need to put transparency on. Just kind of pull it all back because he has his hair kind of sticking out in the back, which I need to check my reference image to see how it is. Alright, so he's got this kind of this here. So it kind of comes all together back here. So what made you want to take physics? Ninja Defusal? Just wondering. BSH. I'll take this tool right here and kind of pull out some of the hair here, I guess. It's kind of whatever. Oh, it's just part of your course. Okay, like, okay, I see. I get it. I get it. I thought it was like something you were gonna go for. It's getting there. It's starting to look like him. Look at that. Look at that. That look like him. He's not. I need to make him wider though. Like, gosh dang it all. I want him in the pose with his hands on his elbows bent, kind of the hero pose. Let me check online real quick. You're pursuing mechatronics. Oh, you're interested in designing robots. So you're thinking about robotics or something. All Might. Sorry, right now I'm not talking right now because I'm looking at my I'm looking online for more images of him, like a different kind of pose. But his very popular one seems to be with a like typical hero poses. I was watching a lot of Hero Academy too, and I need to buff him up more. His arms need to be more buff, so I'm gonna go to BCB right here. I'm gonna give him some more muscles here along the arm right here, and maybe even increase his wrist size, his forearm. So I'm gonna go to BMV in this case and kind of pull that wrist out right here, and pull that right there, and then pull this right there. I like to have kind of that curvature to it right here. I'm gonna have to pull like, I'm gonna have to mask this right here. Kind of separate the shoulder here real quick. And kind of pull it out. Hold on. Trying to Okay, so his head is smaller. His head is too big, so I'm gonna have to shrink that down real quick. Hold on. So I'm gonna go to this here. I'm gonna select that right there, and I'm gonna go to here, turn local symmetry off, and just shrink the head down. I want to bring his neck together though. See, the neck is a little off. I'm gonna go back to that right there again. I'm not sure if I made his head too small now. I feel his legs are too long now, so hold on. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do the same deal again. Sorry, I'm gonna check the chat again. I don't have my chat up. Oh, okay. Thought I missed something. Hold on. The legs are too short, so I'm gonna go ahead and mask that real quick. So I'm gonna go to here and here, and I'm gonna. The legs feel way too long, so I'm gonna pull this up right here, and then I'm gonna angle this so that I can shrink the legs. Wait, what the heck? Why is it doing that? Did it? Oh, shoot. No? What? I think I did that right. Yeah, he's pretty... Okay, I think that looks a lot better. So... yeah, that's looking a lot more like him. I have to make his waist a little wider though. I feel like his arms are too long now, so I'm gonna have to shrink that down. So I move one thing, everything kind of throws everything off. So you gotta be careful, or I have to be careful at least. He doesn't have it even half. It's more like boots. Yeah, at this point his arms are way too long, so I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did with his feet. Oh shoot. Okay, got that. I need a mask. New local symmetry on though for this one. Just kind of shrink his arms down a bit, move this around here. Then I'll switch to this here to move this up right here. Kind of like that here. I'll turn the wrist a bit. His muscles back here might be a little too stretched. Maybe? Nah, I think I'm just missing. So, like when you sculpt it, when I sculpt especially, I like to double check. Like I look at stuff, like this is all off right here. The muscles, like sure, they're okay, but there's not enough like difference. So I'm gonna go to BCB and start Throw this here. There's a vertebrae right here, so when the trap's right here, there's a little dip right here, where there's a little, like a bone or something right there. It's a spine, duh. It's a vertebrae. I think it's like the 6th vertebrae or something. Just gotta split this right here real quick. And go to BCB again. I love that tool. It's stuff so great with organic stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and then kind of fill this in right here and then go over this way with it. Oh my gosh, it's saved though. Freaks me out. There's a little separation right here because it's the muscle goes over another thing on muscle, which is the muscle in the scapula here. Teres major and minor muscles right here. So that's why there's usually like a little cut right here along the lats there. It's not the muscle itself, it's just the geometry it goes over, I guess you can say. I feel like I give them too big of lats, like not lats, traps. I should probably reduce that a bit. So I might have to take away some of that. Like right there. Kind of go like that. Then maybe kind of bring this down more right here. And then put that separation better. Carve that kind of pyramid thing here. Then go to this here to go ahead and, it's a superhero suit. Which is funny that I mentioned that because I'm thinking of the Incredibles. Incredibles! Finally! Oh, he's got a belt too. Oh, snap. Let's see. I might switch over to the other character later. BCB. The muscle, the way it works here, there's the pelvis right here. The tailbone right here. So if I curve down here and then I go here and the muscle comes out this way. Develop some glutes right here. And there's the glutes kind of go right here. And there's another muscle that connects that's usually underneath the there it is. But there's a muscle here too that I know a bunch of these muscles that I just can't think of their names right now. Like I know the look, the form of it. Like this needs to be more. You got the hamstring right here. There's a name for it though, bicep femoris or something. I never really took a actual formal anatomy class. I kind of just taught myself artistic anatomy. Nothing's wrong with learning it from other people. It's just people have usually people have an ego where they want to learn on their own, but that's how things were run around just in general. We wouldn't be as far as we are now, just as a human race. There's a reason why we have schools. I'm like, if I had a different mindset earlier on, I don't know, it'd probably be easier. Like this is a little off right here. It feels like he's a little lacking because usually there's muscle here from the calves right here kind of build up because they connect up to the femur. So I have to add more to there, kind of like that, because the interesting thing is there is a calf divide here, DS right here. There is a calf divide right here, and then you have this kind of like I would say it reminds me of like traps, kind of like triceps. I mean, not traps, not trapezius. Right here, and then you got like the muscle here of the calf right there comes down. Then the muscle for this calf goes like kind of like this right here, or the ankle right here. So if I go like this, the problem is with this doesn't make any sense because there's it's really bone right here. So you can see that's where the other muscle, there's another muscle called the soleus. I remember, that was funny. So you can see the soleus goes there underneath the calf. right there. And then there's a muscle that goes around the front of right here, that goes along the side. You have like the shin bone right here, which, you know, I'll go ahead and remove a bit later, but it's looking pretty good so far. Was that right, by the way? Ninja Diffusal guy was mechatronics, like mechs, you know, bots. No, you're talking about, it's like drones, or is it like a mecha? Like, I don't know. I think anime right away, like mecha suits. I'm gonna make All Might's like suit right here, real quick. Give him his belt and whatnot. Robots, yeah, robotics. Yeah, okay. Can you make a robot that cleans the environment? It's pretty bad condition right now. Or something that breaks down plastic. You know, the interesting thing is, I heard there's a bacteria. I think no. There's a an insect or a bug. I think it's like some kind of caterpillar or worm that can actually break down a type of plastic, which I thought was interesting. It was very interesting. Thought that'd be a nice thing to kind of have. But it's very interesting how there's stuff in nature that can actually deal with our crap. Just pinching the certain parts that are in crevices of this piece. I feel like I'm lacking in the bicep department of my sculpt sometimes. Or I make it a little too round when they're not even flexing. But the thing is, I'm not really good at settings. I have one A subject and it's art. The other are B's and C's, maybe even D's. Oh, well, no worries. You know, art is pretty fun, to tell you the truth. Like, well, math is fun too. I don't know. I think anything could be fun depending on how you think of it. That's probably what the case is. Like, I feel that the reason why people may not like certain things is the way they were brought into that subject. You know, it depends on the teacher. You know, when someone teaches you something, you want to, if it's taught well and you get it quickly, people then usually have a nice attachment to it, or, you know, they have good memories of it, fond memories of it, then, you know, kind of same kind of deal. I'm gonna smooth this leg out right here. So, you know, eventually, I just wanted to make sure I. It's not looking right. Sorry, I'm trying to look between my reference and this here, and I think I have the. I think I have a little too much detail here, so I'm gonna go to smooth this out right here to keep it kind of plain. And since it being a suit, I'm gonna kind of crease this a bit right here. That's a little better. Oh. Oh, well, that sucks. Selecting your course. I don't know. I thought I'm still kind of deciding. Like, I like sculpting and things like that, but I feel that it's not a very stable kind of career, just in general. Like, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I would love to do this a lot more, but want something that I can, like, I don't know, maybe just to feel it. Oh, hold on. But hold on, okay. Just to kind of, as I was saying, feel it. Ah. looking pretty good so far, this piece. But I want to look a lot like the anime. He's got some crazy quads, man. Quadzimodo, man, here. Got some beefy legs. It's kind of weird though. It doesn't make exactly some kind of atomical. It makes some atomical sense, but at the same time, not really. So strange. And he's not really as defined. He's defined. I'm just saying he's not as defined as, for some reason. His ribcage is too large. What I have right here, right now. Yeah, it's very interesting. He's got a very tight, like, abdomen here. So I'm gonna bring that in. Right here, you gotta bring his chest down a bit more. Got a very tight core, I guess. I'm gonna have to work this section out right here a bit more. He's got more of like a actual six-pack going on right here. So BDS right here. What did I just do? Did I just activate something? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, hello. What is this? Creeper Factory 64. You know what? That sounds so familiar. I'm pretty sure we were in a broadcast of mine like a while ago. A long while ago. Which is great. Then welcome back. I'm pretty sure I've talked to you before. But welcome. Just working on some figures here from Boku no Hero Academia. Oh, that's right. I was talking to Ninja Diffusal guy here, and what I was mentioning earlier is, aside from just sculpting, I like to go ahead and pursue some other stuff. I was thinking about learning a couple other languages. I took Spanish in high school for like a few years. I want to get back into that again. So it's pretty easy for me to remember a lot of the words. But I wanted to be able to also that's work in progress right there. Not as good right now. I just scoped that real quick. Yeah, good career. Looks nice so far. Thank you. I took a body that I made for a commission. Now it wasn't like this. It was like a lot smaller. It was kind of like the average body type. Oh, average, like semi-hardcore, realistic body person that went to the gym. But then I really buffed him up. Like, oh, let me do this. I want to do a quick save real quick so you can see what it looked like originally. Hold on. I'm going to also do a file save, just in case I accidentally mess something up. So what it looked like was this. Looked like that originally. Well, without the face. The face I had to make. I didn't make the face from scratch. I took the face that I had before, tweaked it a bit, which is what art really is. You know, you modify stuff, and it's kind of good practice. And then this is what it is now. So let's go ahead and see the back. And here. Alright, you gotta go now? Alright, happy sculpt. Okay, thanks, Ninja Diffusal guy. Yeah, I hope to see you again. And I guess this is a good time right now to start sculpting if you want to stop by, huh? Alright, well, good luck on your test. Hope you pass your geometry there. Oh, it's season 3. Oh, I missed that part right there. Yeah, season 3 right there. Oh, I missed what you said right here too. I was thinking, be an engineer, freelance artist. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, I do a little bit of freelance work as a artist, and that's why I want to do something else that can kind of support and continue. So I hope you do well there, Ninja Diffusal guy. Memorize those equations. Memorize those formulas. Good luck. There we abs right here real quick. Now the rule of thumb for making abs right here in general is that you want to make sure, of course, they're contained within the rib cage. There's a dividing line right here between the obliques and the abdominal right here, the abs. And usually they have to taper like this. So BDS right here, they usually have to like kind of taper like that right there. Because you know the pelvis right here, it comes down here, cuts here, and you got the pelvis line right here. Got this kind of this Phyllis line deal right there. But I'm not gonna keep. Yeah, I'll keep that. So you're supposed to kind of keep it along this line here, and it tapers off. Ideally, it's supposed to be widest here and then narrow down here, which I can always adjust. BMV. I can always kind of adjust a bit right here, but I think I kind of lost something right there. And it's got to make sure you can see it from the side view as well. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, these lines right here. Now when it comes to the abs right here, the angle of the ab lines. It's supposed to be a rule of somewhere around the around like the waist they had to point to. So if I wanted to, BDS, I just kind of like have it point down, and then it slowly flattens out. It's a rule of thumb with making like abs. And then you have to have these lines that come up right here. And usually it's supposed to be the biggest set of abs are right here, and then the actually kind of the middle ones are sometimes kind of like the varied size. So it really depends. I'm gonna fill this in right here. I'm gonna tweak this a bit right here, and then kind of there it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. C, which one was it again? Curse strap. There it goes. So Creeper Factory 60. Creeper Factory 64. So how are you doing? Everything all right? Have you watched this anime before? It's a pretty popular anime. What to say? I was kind of surprised too. I just binge watched it like in a few days. Like I could have binge watched it a lot more, but I had to work too. I had to go to work. So weird. Like his waist seems long, which is interesting. So I'm checking my reference images right here real quick. I'm gonna pull this down right here. I kind of pulled. I'm gonna hide these right here real quick. So I have to like manipulate this a bit, because for some reason his hips seem to be a lot lower than I had thought. And I have to put his belt, so I'm gonna have to pull kind of this in right here a bit too, and then widen this a bit, maybe like that. Oh, you all right? Yeah, I watch it. What do I plan to making this into? I was thinking his standard kind of hero pose, you know, hands on his hips kind of deal. Like he shows it a lot in the show, and he's gonna be in his superhero outfit, the one he's usually seen in a lot, the yellow and blue, the red, white, and blue with the yellow kind of highlights. But did you see the other one I was working on too? Let me go ahead and do a save on this real quick. Quick save. File. Save as. Do I want to replace it? Yes. Let me go here. It's the female character from the show. I'm not done with it yet, but I worked on it for an hour, like an hour and a half broadcast or something. Right here. Let's get in there. I also took a form that a body model that I made before, a female body model I made before, and I just kind of took it and I adjusted like I did with the other one, so it saved me a lot of time. Then I started adding the details to it. Started modeling the boots. Get in there. Let me go back to All Might real quick. I wanted to make the other one. I was thinking making that bird guy. I forgot his Sue something. Not Sue, not the frog. Not Froppy. Froopy. Not Froppy. Foopy. Back to Hero right here, or All Might. No, I have many changes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna 3D print it, alright. I'm gonna 3D print it. That's what I intend to do. I intend to 3D print all of this stuff. I got a lot of filament. I definitely intend to 3D print this stuff. Crap, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna definitely make sure these legs aren't as crazy, like anatomy kind of. I was actually thinking of making an anatomy figure, like a superhero anatomy. But I'm going to go to BSV, which is a smooth valley brush, which basically means it won't smooth anything else but the deeper parts of the sculpt. So it'll help kind of smooth that out right there. I'm going to go right here too. I'm going to go to a B, I guess SM right there. What are there, but like, what do you think of some of the popular characters other than All Might? And they already have figures of the two main guys. So I wanted to stay away from making those guys just because it just doesn't have the same kind of value, I would say. Like it's I like to have like rare stuff. That's kind of, I'm not saying that's kind of the primary reason why I started sculpting it, but it is kind of, I guess it is kind of part of it though. Not the only reason though. I like to have kind of the exclusive stuff. I'm very surprised by the show. The show surprised me a lot. I thought it was going to be some kind of plain kind of show. It was going to be like, okay, whatever. Turn out like crazy good. Oh my gosh, the dog. Man, he's got some crazy quads, man. It's cool though. Like I don't mind. Like I love the like the exaggeration of like muscles, the form. Oh my gosh, the dog. Please stop, dog. I'm gonna have to be back in a bit, but let me try to sculpt it. Okay, that's a little better right there. So we really gotta like work on like making sure I don't. Oh, well, the thing is when I sculpt these things, I have to make sure I emphasize the details a little bit so that, because you know the 3D printer I have is not like the best, so it kind of loses detail. I really want to give him his eyebrows real quick. Hold on, I want to work on his face some more. But I wanted to. Well, part of the reason why I got into sculpting is because, you know, at a young age, I kind of like drawing a bit. I didn't draw a lot, but it was fun. Oh, that was actually kind of, whoa, that's actually perfect. Whoa, I just did it by accident. What the heck? That looks a lot like him now. What the? I think it's the shadow. That's why. But it just doesn't make sense though with his eyes though. I'm gonna have to go back a bit like this here, kind of. I'm gonna flatten this out right here. There it goes. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better. I know, right? I don't know what I was doing, and then I'm like, there are a lot of little accidents like that too. I just kind of do something by accident. That was not a good accident either. That part right there. But yeah. So I just flattened it, and it looks better now. Like it was a little overkill. I'm gonna have to bring this down though. Like this doesn't make any sense right here. Atomically right here. Really getting the form down is kind of could be a little annoying too, trying to get it right. Like he's got this like deep furrow of his smile right here. Gosh dang it, I'm trying to get it right too. Okay, hold on, okay, let me try that again. Okay. Like you don't really see anything here. It's gonna be painted black if anything. I've been wanting to do more painting in general, but oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure this out. BDS right here. Oh, whoa, that's not right. Now I'm gonna have to bring the lip right here out. Oops, wrong button. I'm gonna go like. Okay, there it goes. It's looking like more like it. There, yeah. It's like it's slowly transformed. It's so much fun at times. So BDCB, no, BST is what I was wanting. I'm gonna go ahead and I've been sculpting a while. Like, well, I did a lot of traditional sculpting, but I didn't have a good pace with it. I think it was like 6 years or something for traditional, but digital, it's been only about like since I started. Like, well, I've dabbled in it, but I never like really dove into it until about a year and a couple months ago. I think it was like November, it was about November 2016, so a little more than a year for digital. I still don't know everything about digital. Like I haven't, like, you know what? If I took a little bit of time for, I took a day or whatever, trying to learn a bit more, I could probably get a lot better. But I'm like, I'll just sculpt. But basically, all my traditional has helped me with digital in general. I get forms a lot quicker, all that stuff. But to tell you the truth, like I got like I want to say kind of plateaued in the sense like, if you learn well, you could probably get a lot of it done in like a lot of, like the concepts and stuff in like a couple of years. Like the practice, like you just gotta just do it. BCX. I personally feel like if someone really took the thought, like I could probably teach someone, and they could probably sculpt really well pretty quickly. Like my sculpture teacher, like he's not amazing or anything. It's just I sculpted better than him. Like I was pretty quick at sculpting better than him. He wasn't really that great in sculpting in general, but he had his degree. But he told me that I did a great job with. Nothing against him. And further, like he's a funny guy, man. Like I'm very surprised. Like he has not changed at all since I last took his class. Like when I was a student of his. He still has the same humor and everything. I was quite surprised. Like, I don't know, surprised. I guess it kind of makes sense, but I feel like no time's gone by. It's weird. Yeah, I know. Now the reason I was trying to stream traditional sculpting, but it's just so much of like a hassle. It's like it's nothing against like the sculpting process in general. It's just that it's just a mess. I have sculptures lying around. I don't know. Like the nice thing about digital sculpting is the fact that it's all stored on my computer. It's very easy to set it for a broadcast. I was getting something ready actually to sculpt traditionally again. I was going to use some colored clay, but the clay formula didn't work out too well and it cracks. I have to remake it. I was going to use a porcelain clay, and there's a formula online for it, and it's pretty cool stuff. It's so much better than Sculpey in a sense. It's a little soft though, a little too soft, but it's definitely really durable, much more durable, and you don't even have to bake it. You have to get the formula right, otherwise it cracks like crazy. So that's kind of the downside right now. I was hoping to switch to porcelain and go ahead and start with the what was it? Oh gosh, dang it! Hold on. Oh, I didn't even select it. There it goes. I definitely want to. Okay, like I don't know why, but it just feels like it's harder to start traditional sculpting again compared to like digital. It's just I'm like, I feel I'm in the mood for sculpting, so I just go ahead, my computer, open an app, open a couple apps, and then it's ready. Traditional, I have to take my tools out. Like I have my tools in a separate room, and then I have to have the right lighting, and then I get clay everywhere sometimes. It's just like it's such a mess sometimes. I do like traditional, don't get me wrong. There's certain things that I do in digital. I'm like, I could do this pretty easily if I was sculpting traditionally. Oh, these eyebrows are all off. Oh my gosh, that's too much. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna change my. I'm gonna change the the picture real quick of this. I'm gonna take a quick snapshot of this. Oh, it's come on, wrong one. There it is. I'm gonna update the. Was there something in particular that you want to see sculpted traditionally, Creeper Factory 64? I'll call you Factory 64. Or 64 for sure, that's probably easiest. Like, was there something in particular, sculpting-wise, or just something in just whatever? Like, was there something, I don't know, making faces? I'd like to probably keep it, or maybe like simple characters so it doesn't go too crazy, I guess. Like, I like to maybe do it in one broadcast. Like, faces is pretty straightforward. I find that fun to make. Faces, bodies, just in general, it's great practice. That's like, if anything, if you want to get better at sculpting in general. Oh, sorry, I was making a. Hold on, I need to take a snapshot of this real quick. I'm gonna update the broadcast image. Save snip. All my broadcasts 2 image. No, not really, just whatever I want. Oh, okay. I guess if there's like a simple cartoon character or something, like as I said before, I wanted to do something with the not polymer clay, the porcelain clay. The problem is I just haven't got the formula right, and I didn't want to mess up. For some reason, it just doesn't turn out right. I don't know what it is, but porcelain clay is like amazing and it's super cheap to make compared to buying a polymer clay at a store. So I'm just trying to, do that. So, but I'll try to do something traditional. If I could just get the porcelain clay working again, that'd be perfect. Otherwise, I'll probably just go ahead and maybe do something like, I don't know, some sculpts or whatever of. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Oh, otherwise I'll probably take the polymer clay that I have and maybe make faces and maybe teach it. Like I find making faces pretty fun. But let's see. So all might turn out pretty good though. Like I'll probably smooth this out and everything later. Let me add his belts real quick. See, BC strap right there. I'm gonna update the thumbnail real quick. Hold on. I got better internet, by the way, so I probably don't need. I probably at this point don't need my laptop plugged in anymore. Oh, whoops, a daisy. Oh gosh, dang it all! I don't have my option selected. There it goes. Oh no, there it goes. So whatever I want, traditional sculpting. There goes. The belt's looking much better now. Just messing with the sizes here real quick. Might even move this a little bit right here. Then move this actually a little closer. Oh no! There it goes. That's better. All right, there. So remember, if there's anyone that's interested in, have any questions or something, just for anyone that's new. Like, oh, no, I'm saying for anyone that's just new, but anyone in general, you can ask. No need to be afraid. You can say hi. Don't mean to scare anyone. When you're stopping by to watch, that's fine. But I'm going to be 3D printing this later, along with the other character as well from the show. And yep, bye. Sorry, it's not that I get notified. It does kind of tell me when there's another person that pops by. Like, I don't know, I guess I shouldn't say anything, but I guess it can't be. There can't be people like what is it, like 64 and Ninja and Irwin And oh, actually, I haven't seen that crow guy in a while. What's that sound I hear? Whatever I want. Tempting. This needs to be moved up more right here. That's not good. I'm gonna mask this right here. I gotta mask a bit more right here. Oh no, that's not good. I'm gonna hide that. Now I'm gonna mask. Then I'm gonna switch back, and then I'll pull this. Oh no, that's not good. So I'm trying to make sure this is right. Because the way this works is the muscle wraps up along the bone right here, and then the deltoids go ahead and wrap around the tricep right here along the side, and the bicep, you know, the deltoid goes over the bicep as well. So I'm just trying to make sure it looks right. I gotta move it over a bit and move this up to make the forearms a bit more chunkier, I guess. A little more muscular. Bring the elbow out a bit more. Sorry, I'm not talking too much right now, but like I am talking, but I'm just not paying attention if there's anything else that's going on. Do you have any other avenues to promote your work other than YouTube? I do have Instagram. I did have a Facebook, but like we talk about social media in general. I've been a little lax on it. I have an eBay. I have a Etsy. I just started Etsy up again. I don't know, like stuff I make, I just kind of post. I only sell probably a couple copies of stuff, so it's pretty exclusive in general. That stuff I make, I don't really like. I don't mass produce. I haven't really like. I don't think I've really tried to really promote my stuff. I just kind of like just post it, just post stuff. I guess it's something I should probably maybe think about more, a little bit more. This is a little off. I'm going to smooth this real quick right here. What the heck happened here? Wait, what? Why is one side different from the other? It should be symmetrical. Hold on. I want to do a mirror and weld real quick. I like this side. I'm going to do a mirror on the deformation tab. I'm actually going to do a quick save. I don't want anything bad happening real quick. I'm going to do a... Hold on, it's still saving. So what happened is, if you look on this side right here... Oh, if I turn symmetry off. If you look on this side right here, it looks really nice. But if you look this side, it's weird, some sort of weird cut. So I'm going to go here and do mirror to switch that over so you can see it switches. Then I'm going to go down to the geometry. I'm going to do a mirror and weld. There, boom, fixed it. Oh yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, like I kind of promote my channel too, or my Instagram through like Etsy or eBay. Make some stuff, you know, fan arts, you know, so it's perfectly fine as long as I don't mass produce it and claim it as my own, like my own kind of whatever. I've had friends like. Not friends, like kind of like I know a couple guys and kind of a friend, I guess, that you know, do his fan art, got him into kind of like the movie industry, and other stuff now like collectibles. Rather, it's like a popular collectibles thing too. He's part of. He does a lot of traditional sculpting, but I'm not gonna give names right now. This is weird right here. I'm going to go ahead and fill that in real quick. There it goes. But yeah, as I was saying, I do sell some of this stuff right here. Just like, it's kind of a side thing. Oh, which I have to ship actually a couple stuff later this week. So other than commissions, so when I do a commission or this fist is really bothering me. I need to get this out of the way. Hold on. Go ahead and hide it. Need to look at this all around. Just gonna fill this in right here. This is a little too flat here too, so I'm gonna hide this too. I'm gonna increase this here. The straightest anterior muscle right here. I just love like this muscle right here. I just love like the torso. Torso in general is pretty amazing. Like, it's pretty cool looking. Let's smooth this and lower this a bit and cut this a bit here and carve this here. And torso is pretty cool. Though, just the human figure in general, I guess, is pretty cool. I guess I can't say I like one particular part over the other because without the rest, you can't exactly admire it. Oh, yeah. You saw the other one I made, right? The other one I showed too. You saw the female one, right? That one character. I did in a previous broadcast. I call it the pink one, or Uravity or something. Her name is. I'm just gonna open that real quick. Yes, I'll just save here real quick. Oh wait, oh well. So if I go here, well, I can't seem to find the project. No, I'm kidding. It's right here. Hello, John Jake. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So here's the other. Oh wait, this is not the right one. It doesn't even have the face. Crap. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I saved the wrong one. Hello, welcome, welcome. Just go ahead and nope, yeah, so you know Cooper Factory 64, John Jake. You missed someone from earlier called Ninja Diffusal Guy, but that's fine. But welcome. So just working on some Boku no Hero Academia figures or sculpts. And I'll later pose in 3D print. But this is that Uravity girl, whatever. She's kind of like a, I guess, love interest of the main character. And then I was making the main guy, the macho man himself, All Might. Right here. And wow, I like it so far. But yeah, so how are things going there, John Jake? Everything good? Everything awesome? Peachy? No, I don't know. It's weird to say. Oh, noises. A lot of noises. Okay. So I'm just trying to work a bit on this right here. See, it's All Might. No. Alright. I think it's going to be time for me to start adding more details here along this area here. Just the body in general. I'm going to have to tweak some forms of this. I'm just checking along the side here. I have something called Dynamesh on. Oh, that's not good. Let me go ahead and do... I'm going to keep this belt separate. I'm going to... Hold on. I want to split that real quick. Subtool, split, split hidden. Then I will go ahead and try that again. Dynamesh. Alright, so it's increased it a bit. Alright, so if you have any questions, you go ahead and ask. No need to be afraid or anything. I'm going to turn the smooth modifier on my clay buildup brush. Just gonna... Oh, I don't have symmetry on. There it goes. Just gonna start kind of adding a bit. Might add a bit more to the knees here. He's got some crazy quads, man. I'm still not comprehending the... No, wait. I think I see it. It's not his it's hold on, I'm looking at looking at a picture of it right now. I'm like, it's not that I'm confused about it. It seems like his inner quad is like flatter, not flatter, it's like smaller, and like the what really adds the mass to it is his inner thigh muscle. His sorry, I'm trying to decipher this real quick. I think. Hold on, I'm looking at it. Yeah, I think it's. It's hard for me to tell. But I know this is like a gigantic part right here. I'm gonna have to flatten a bit here, so I'm gonna build this up right here, and I'm gonna flatten it. So there's a muscle that sticks out from right here too. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, see you soon. Again, Factory 64. So John Jake, how are things going? You're good? Good. I'm just, like you heard from me say earlier, I'm just just trying to, work on this. Has anyone seen I don't know. Like a lot of my friends and family have been telling me I should go watch some movies in the theater, like Black Panther or well, Coco's already out on Blu-ray or whatever. But I don't know. Like movies I want to see this year. Movies I want to see this year is like Deadpool. I'm trying to think. Deadpool, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Incredibles 2, and I can't think of the other one. Oh yeah, that's right. Infinity War. I was interested, but normally I don't really see movies in the theater because at this point I'm like, I just wait for it to come on like Netflix or something. I don't know why. I feel like it just takes more time and effort to go see a movie than it does to just kind of wait for it and just do other stuff while it comes out onto I don't know. I'm trying to buff these legs up real quick. What do you think of this so far, John Jake? Is it looking good? Is the sculpt looking good? I was thinking about making the bird guy from the show too. He's got a shadow. Like a dark shadow thing. Creature. I like his legs. I feel like his torso. Something's not right about this. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and make it see through a bit. I'm gonna enlarge this a bit, and I'm gonna scale this real quick. No, the proportions seem about right. I think the legs. Everything's looking good. I just had to probably. I think it's this lower half of him right here. So this lower half here that is a little too long. Otherwise, it would be really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and. Awesome, man. Oh, thank you. What I'm gonna do also is this video will be up later, but I'm that's what YouTube does with the live broadcast. They just post it up real quick after it's been edited, not edited. I don't know. I'm not sure what they do. Again, I forgot. They can't recall. Oh well. I'm gonna go ahead like this real quick. I'm gonna switch this here. I'm gonna lessen that. I'm gonna go here, highlight this right here, and then I'm gonna shrink down a bit, right about. Oh, that's a little too much. Hold on. Ah! Okay, there. Okay, just a little bit. I think that's good. I think that looks a little better. I think. Do you have any questions, John Jake? I don't know. Just something. I'll talk while I sculpt or something. I don't know, other upcoming sculpts or something. I don't know. I've hit a wall lately. Like I have commissions and stuff, and I don't know what's going on. So I think it's also because I have other work I do too. Not really just like sculpting, but the non-sculpting jobs. I just kind of haven't. I don't know what it is. Like I don't mean to like not work on it, but what really pays a lot is the you know, the non-sculpting work stuff. This arm looks funny. Hold on. Oh, I see the problem. The muscle here is not right. These have to be beefed up right there. And the same goes for this right here. So I have this muscle going around here like that. And this right here. And then I emphasize the wrist bone right here. And I flatten this maybe a bit. Kind of make that wrist. You know, the two bones that make the forearm. Okay, I got that. Yeah, I'm gonna make this. With All Might right here. I'm gonna make him in his typical hero outfit. So he's gonna have his belt. You know, the outfit you usually see him in. And you know, I'll be 3D printing it along with the other ones too. I think I might have said that already, but all right. I was gonna make the bird guy. I can't think of his name right now. I was reading the Japanese. I was watching the anime like subbed version of it. So yeah, I'm just trying to. This isn't right here. Now, the thing is that the serratus anterior. I'm pretty sure it's called serratus anterior muscle right here. There's too much right here going on, too much stuff going on right here, so I'm gonna have to flatten this right here. Little carve that out a bit, and I'll have to carve these back in again later. Just re-sculpt these. Like I have to make sure like I follow the kind of the form of the muscles right here, and kind of carve this right here. Gotta have kind of the rib cage going here too. Kind of carve like that, something along those lines right there, which I'll tweak in a bit. Like BCB right here, like the clay buildup brush. And I kind of carve these in right here, and I kind of go like that right here. Kind of carve that. I don't want to go too overboard with it. You know, I'll fix that. This part is still looks a little off. Is retopology necessary for this fellow? Now, I don't do a lot of topology in general, but if I do any kind of retopology, I just kind of use this general. So right here, like when I sculpt, I like to keep these things in different subgroups, different, not so much like the topology things. I use a Dynamesh. And what I like to do is I like to make sure these are kept separate subdivisions so I can switch between them real quick. You know, I can always reassign them so I can have like, like the rib cage separate. I can have the neck included, or I could just focus on kind of the torso here. But when it comes to retopology, I usually use the default kind of zero mesher here. It does a really good job. I could go ahead and also give it like parameters, I guess, to kind of go by. I could make loops. There's a brush here called it's a not topology. It's a zero mesher guide. So basically what I can do is I can go ahead, take this. I can make little circles here along or like little things I need to do here, or where I want the geometry to kind of be like. Oh, that's not right. Then, you can always tweak it. You can always pull it, whatever. You can always go like this, make sure, oh, I want this line right here, or with the rib cage, I want it to kind of go like this. With the pecs. Basically, these are guidelines. These are guidelines for the tool on the side here to kind of do it. So it does a lot of good work. I heard that the one called 3D Coat or something does a pretty good job with retopology. But my line of work in general is not so much as retopology and then sculpting and then animating. Although I had thought about that. I was actually going to try to use Source Filmmaker to just do some practice animating with some already existing models. That was another thing I wanted to do for this channel. But really, if I use this default action right here, the zero mesher, I make a duplicate of this first, and I like to use the projection option because right now I don't have any subdivisions. And subdivision is like a big thing, especially if you're trying to switch between detail and form. And since I don't have that, if I was to detail, it's going to be a hard time for me to pose it. So what I like to do is I like to duplicate it in the subtool here. I would duplicate it, and then I would go ahead and re-dynamesh it, and then I would project the details in this little tab right here. I would be able to project the details from the low resolution after I divided it a few times. I would project the details from the high resolution model onto the model that's been subdivided, that has been reduced and then subdivided, so that then I could continue sculpting. If I wanted to, I could also pose the figure. But I haven't really needed to do any topology in general. Like ZBrush is quite an amazing program where you could just sculpt, and I feel like it's the closest thing to like working with clay. I did a lot of traditional sculpting, and I would say I like this. I like this one a lot. This is bothering me here. Wait, what the heck? Did I click it by accident? What's going on here? Ah, okay, it's fine. I hope that answered your question. John Jake, you good? Is that good? Or you want another question? That's fine. You can ask away. But I think I'm really liking it so far. Like, I'll probably start adding the detail, like his little wrist things, and I'll probably take a cube. Like, I like using if anything like clothing at times or boots. I like to use the Z-modeler function. Z-modeler is really nice, by the way. So like if I go ahead to here, I'm gonna do auto save, quick save real quick. I like to go ahead and append a shape. Oh, I had the history recorded too, but I was thinking about using it to time lapse the body kind of deal. So so it takes a while to save. But I like to go here, click this here, and based on the geometry here, this is a nightmare. I don't know why they have this as a default. It's pretty annoying. I wish so look, if I look at this right here, see, like this is the general cube that you're given when you append something, but which then I'm like, this is terrible. So I go to here, I go to append a cube, and look, the geometry is so much better right here. And I kind of like starting with this, any kind of clothing, or I don't know, just like anything that has to be very rounded. I want to say cartoonish, but just useful. So I'm gonna move this over. He's gonna have those little things on his arms. Also, I think I should probably get rid of these feet here because he's not barefoot. He has like shoes on. So I'm gonna probably delete this, or you know what? I'll probably, these are kind of like stock feet. They're not really my model, but they're just kind of there to kind of just visualize. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dynamesh this right here to make it a blob. And I'll just attach it to my my piece right here. So I'm gonna go to geometry right here. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a big old blob here. So right here, see, it raised the resolution up quite a bit, you know, but I'm not all that interested in like the quality of it. BSV for the smooth valley option right here, and I just click something. BSV, okay. I want to go ahead and smooth this right here, kind of round it out. I guess I inflated BIN, which is the inflate brush. So it's also important to know your. Oh my gosh. Oh well, that's fine. It looks funny right now, but who cares? I'll fix that later. No, it kind of bothers me. I lied. There it goes. See, like, I didn't really use that. I just kind of use it it's like throwing a thing of clay on. Kind of got his shoes there now. How do you figure out the right height for 3D print? Now, that depends. Like, okay, now, it depends on, like, how many. Okay, 3D printing, certain things kind of vary. Like, what's the size of the printer's build volume, the printing efficiency of it. Now I use a FFF printer, which is a fused film and fabrication printer, which is basically like the plastic dispersed, like it's plastic hot glue printer. it melts plastic down and just puts it layer by layer, which is much longer than the resin ones. Which the reason why I don't like getting a resin printer is I don't like to deal with toxic resin, toxic substances, which is ideally great because you get awesome details, but I feel like I'm gonna make a mess. Also, it's cheaper to use the FFF printers, the fused filament fabrication printers, much cheaper. I could make several figures for like $10 a filament than I could with resin. Resin, you're expected to spend like maybe like depending on the size of the model, like $60. Sure, it's fast, but then you're messing with have to deal with cleanup. I don't think I'm not saying I'm not a cleanly person or a very clean person. I think it's orderly is maybe the term. But the way you can do it, you can scale it. There's a thing here in the Z plugin option right here, where I can actually scale my model to any size I'd like. As if I bring Z plugin right here, I have a thing called it wasn't like last year they didn't call it a 3D print hub. They called like something. I think they called it something. I don't recall what they called it last time. But right now it's called a 3D print hub, and basically you have to make a bounding box around your model, like the maximum like dimensions of it, and then you update the size ratio, and then you can tweak the settings. And when you tweak the settings, I like to go in inches because I'm more familiar with inches. And then after I do that, I have to go to millimeters. So when I go ahead and save and export it to STL or OBJ file for 3D printing, well, I usually like STL. I have to decimate it first, which gives me the decimation option right here, the decimation master, which is awesome. Really reduces the number of polygons. I could have a figure that could be like 50,000 or even 10,000 polygons, and it's like a really good model still. Just Creeper Factory 64. No, just John is asking some questions here real quick. He was just wondering about retopology and about 3D printing, the right heights. So really, like, the thing is, even if I have a small printer, even if I have a small printer volume, I can always split the model into pieces. The cool thing about ZBrush, I'll show you real quick, is it has a live boolean option in the top left-hand corner. If you look at the screen next to Edit, that's highlighted right here. It's called live boolean. If I wanted to, let me say if I take this cube right here and I enlarge it, right? I move this up right here, maybe even a little more, I suppose. I go like this, right? The cool thing about this is I go ahead and go to subtool and I turn the subtraction option on, and then I click it. See, I automatically cut it in half. I can actually make this. I can make a copy of this model with this missing, which makes it easier for me to make like something else. I can always turn it here. Oh look, there's a piece missing here. It's live action kind of thing right here, which is pretty cool. I can also, if I wanted to, instead of having it subtract, I can have it share the same area that they intersect at, or separate. If I wanted to, I can go ahead and, if I wanted to, I could make like a half figure kind of deal. I could print it like this. I could take here. I could pretty much make it like a bust kind of sculpt, like have a head and shoulder print. It's very highly customizable. Like, what I can do also is I could have it print halfway. So say this figure is 10 inches tall, right? Or if I want to make the figure, say I want to make the figure 10 inches tall, okay? Like from the top of his little hair things to his feet, or maybe the base, okay? Now, if I have a printer the size of maybe 6 inches, it's not going to be able to print the whole thing. So I would probably just print it in half like this. I'd print it in half like this. I'll cut it in 2 pieces. One piece here, and then another piece here. And then it would have a little peg. I would make a little insert here. So if I wanted to, if I was to duplicate this here, and I was to shrink this down, sorry, I'm just giving you an example of what I would do to. I like using a cube. I have to use like an oval or something. Otherwise, it's annoying. So the cool thing about this is I can actually take this and I can actually do the same thing. And look, see, I created a peg for it. So basically, I created a key for it. I could actually print this separately, and it will work as a a key or a peg so I could connect the pieces together. That's what I usually do a lot. So I could print a 10-inch figure on a printer where it has only 6 inches in height. I could do the same, I could do the same thing with the other thing. Or let me just see how it looks right now. Oops. There it goes. Whoopsie-daisy. So I could do that right there. I could do this right here. I could do the same thing. Boom, bada bing right there. And yeah, now another thing to keep in mind is that you have to hate overhangs. Overhangs is super annoying. So what I would do is if I had arms like this out, I would actually cut the arm off right up to, like right about around here, or maybe more closer to like the deltoid, or to the deltoid right here, the shoulder muscle. And I would print the arm upside down, like at this orientation, so there would be no overhangs. So there's a lot of things to go over. There's a lot of things to go over when it comes down to 3D printing an item, especially what kind of printer you have. If I was to use a resin printer, I wouldn't have to worry about all that crap. But a lot of resin printers don't have the same build volume as a FFF printer does. And you can get a nice FFF printer with a large build volume for like a few $100, $400, compare how it used to be for like years ago, or not years ago, just like, especially like just last year. Every year they seem to get cheaper and better. If you want a really good one, like you go for like $800 or $700. You can get something for like, I think $700, and it's really reliable. But that's kind of like the thing I had to deal with when I had to slice my model and I get it ready for printing. So it's not just simple as, oh, I'm just keeping one whole piece. The thing is, I don't like keeping one whole piece because it's going to eventually be a lot of cleanup work for me later. So if I spend a little more time on slicing the model, it'll save me time later. This is before it was resin, I wouldn't have to worry about all that crap. But I don't like dealing with resin. And this neck is all wonky right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to... There it goes. Hope that answered a lot of what was going on. I gotta bring this rib cage out a bit more, like that. See, just that little addition right there had added a kind of a form to it. So this is before, and this is after. So just adding that there, and then I smooth that out right here. I can also carve into it. But you can see there's a form to it. There's some sort of mass it goes over. Otherwise, it just wouldn't look right. Such small little things make a huge difference. I'm gonna separate this right here. Bring this out a bit more. And what is that sound I keep hearing? Gonna make this more fan shape here. So I was just trying to emphasize certain parts of the anatomy right here. There we go, that's better. Look at that core. Heard some resins become yeah. So that's another thing too, is that I find that, or from what I understand, is that with resin, the resins are a little more brittle when it comes to plastic printers, like you know, ones that use PLA or ABS. No, don't use ABS material. There's almost no reason nowadays to use ABS. Like there are some PLAs that are like competitive with the strength of ABS. The only difference is that if it has to do anything with heat, then yes, you have to go ABS. If it has nothing to do with heat, there's probably stuff that is similar to the mechanical strength of ABS. ABS is so much easier to print out. I'm so annoyed by ABS material. It's not worth it. Not worth it. just trying to add some details here, the muscles right here, just to emphasize certain things here. Oh my gosh, that was bad. I don't know what happened there. I was thinking about. I cut into that a little bit too much. I think I'm really liking his form right now. I think I can start working on the gloves again. Not the gloves, the little things added. But yeah, what I was saying is that the resins from the SLA or whatever printers, the liquid printers, I'll just call them. They are pretty brittle compared to like the PLA and ABS printers. That's kind of the reason too. Other than it being toxic, I feel like you're required to make a mold of it afterwards. Like that's just like I don't want to. That's another thing too. More chemicals to deal with. What is going on with this brush I have? It seems too smooth. I turned the smooth modifier off. Why is it so? Maybe I think it's the resolution I'm at. Yeah, it was. Okay. Right here. Oh yeah, let's talk about movies too. By the way, earlier, like what movies do you guys want to see this year? Because I was thinking, like Deadpool and I can't think of the top of my head. Deadpool, Infinity Gauntlet. But nowadays I don't really go to theaters actually, so maybe I shouldn't really say anything about it because I probably won't go still. See, this is weird here. The geometry of this is supposed to be more like the anatomy is supposed to go back here. The shoulder's not making sense, so it'll be MV here. I'm gonna move this back a bit. So because there's supposed to be a point here in the shoulder. There it goes. That's better. There it goes. That's where the clavicle and the scapula meet up right here. There it goes. That's better. Just small little bits of anatomy like that. But overall, All Might is looking alright. Oh yeah. I caught you stream by chance. Do you stream regularly? Actually, like lately, I have been actually streaming a lot more. John Jake. So I already showed Creeper Factory 64 this earlier, but did you see it too? I'm not sure. It was the other one. The one girl sculpt. Did you see that? Oh, I saved in the wrong one. Gosh dang it all. I hate that. It's another thing too. I sometimes save in the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Tell me if you've seen it or not, because I saved this in the wrong one. Hold on. There it goes. But what I do is I actually think I will be streaming regularly. I think I'll be, because I wanted to do this. I want to stream it, and then I want to be able to make a time lapse of it. So I'll be able to talk to, I guess, my subscribers, and then be able to show them a video of it, and then I'll show a 3D print of it. I also want to do some animation stuff with a Source Filmmaker from Steam with already existing models to just practice some animation. I also wanted to do some broadcasts of traditional sculpting again with some polymer clay. I've been having issues with polymer clay though, with it drying properly. But yes, I will try to sculpt regularly. I will try to sculpt maybe every other day or so. Maybe, so it's looking like 2 broadcasts a week at least. I guess that is what it is. Probably 2 broadcasts a week. I think I would like to try to go for. This pec is not right. This pec is not looking right to me. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I see something and it just doesn't look right. Okay, that's better. See, it looks really low right here, and then I change it. It makes more sense. It's more tighter, more. There it goes. The small little forms, like stuff I picked up from traditional sculpting, which helps me kind of see the primary and the overall form of a piece, and then try to tweak it. It's an eye kind of deal. It's an eye for sculpting, just forms in general. This looks strange here too. It's a lot of small tweaking here and there. making sure you have alternating geometry. So when you make forms, you want to have contrast to your work, even if it is a static position. So let me add the hands back on. It's kind of the temporary place markers right here. I want to have him pose so he has his hands on his hips. I want him to be like menacing though still. I have to carve. I'm gonna, with his suits, I'm not gonna have it just painted on. I'm gonna have it what is it called? I'm gonna have it drawn on so it's easier to paint. I've been wanting to paint, man. Like painting is actually quite fun. Like especially it brings life to the piece. But I'm so used to seeing it gray that it doesn't really bother me too much. Because heck, look, it looks great just being gray. I guess I gotta do other stuff too. So hold on, I'm gonna BFA right here real quick. I'm gonna flatten these eyebrows right here. Maybe add more to the. Wait, did I subdivide it? Oh, I did. Okay. No, I didn't. The Dynamesh option is off. So is that right? The resolution is off. I'm going to go to 300 right now. Oh, what the heck? Number lock is not on. There it goes. No, it still did not do it. Oh, come on. There it goes. Oh, that's not bad. It's another 10,000 polygons. That's pretty good resolution. I just want to smooth this out real quick to make it a little better. I know Pixelogic stream on Twitch and artists like Shane stream it on YouTube simultaneously. How do you when you stream next? Oh, okay. You're asking if I can like have some sort of notification ahead of time. YouTube does have a notification in the sense that you know, I could post a scheduled recording. Like basically, if I believe I want to sculpt, I could post it hours ahead, and my subscribers would be notified of it. I do have a Twitch too, but I don't have the currently. I don't have the. I have the free version of the. What is this application called? It's called. Sorry, I'm trying to look for this. What the name of the application is? The name of the application is XSplit Broadcaster. So with XSplit Broadcaster, I'm using the free version, so I don't have the option to broadcast on both Twitch and YouTube. So I usually do one or the other. I do a lot more YouTube though than Twitch. I can go ahead and try to do both. I should go back to Twitch again. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'll try to. I guess I should just go ahead and get the premium accounts for XSplit and broadcast in both. Oh crap! I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on, sorry. I have all these windows open. So I would say my broadcast will be posted later. So even if you do miss one, you'll be able to watch it. But I tend to get really far with it in a broadcast with a sculpt. Oops, the daisy. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, that is off. This looks so much like him. So good. His eyebrows are a little off though. I need to cut this off right here. Oh my gosh, oh my. It's going crazy, hold on. There it goes. Is there a Pixelogic Dynamaster plugin? Do you use it? Oh no, it's fine. The Dynamaster plugin, Pixelogic. You mean Dynamesh? Are you talking about this right here, on the right side, the Dynamesh? I use Dynamesh like I wouldn't say all the time, but I use it a lot, quite a bit. If you're talking about Dynamesh, but as in for plugin, let me see. Plugin. I'm looking at my plugins right here. This Dynamesh is the feature I'm using a lot, right? This whole broadcast I've been using Dynamesh. Don't get me wrong, it's still... What the heck is going on here? Wait, something's not right here. Let me do solo right here. What the... Oh, whoops. I forgot I had a mask on. So what happened when I was sculpting, because I extracted the hair, it left this on friendly sight. Oh, whatever. Just remove that. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Did you mean that? Did you mean the Dynamesh? Whatever. It's fine. I was wondering why this looked all wonky right here for the hair. But yes, please explain a little more on that thing you mentioned earlier, the Dynamaster plugin. What is the Dynamaster plugin? I'm not familiar with what you're talking about. Explain a little more, because maybe I know it as something else, or maybe I've used it. If you describe it real quick, because I can't recall what you're talking about. All I could think of is the Dynamesh. Think of the Dynamesh kind of plugin. I'm gonna kind of emphasize this brow right here, because he's very masculine, this guy here, this hero guy. John Jake, what are you talking about? Please explain. I want to understand. If I get the right picture I would need of this guy. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to... I had a picture... Okay, here it is. It's not... Oh, that's how his eyebrows look. Ugh, they're not even correct. But he still looks pretty good. Sorry, I'll check the... I'm trying to... What's going on here? What is this here? What is this nonsense? Oh, there's... BCB. I still no respond with that response. With it, I Dynamaster. What the? Let me check that. I don't know. I think you made that up. Okay. Okay. The Dynamesh. Okay, I see what you're saying. I think you meant Dynamash. Dynamesh. Master. Dynamesh. Yeah, master, maybe. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but all I know is I use Dynamesh quite a bit. Oh! Dynamesh is supposedly that you control the resolution you want. Oh, okay. So you're talking about this side right here, this in the subtool menu right here, this area here. Yeah, I use it. I control the resolution with the drag here, and I turn it on and off. Yeah. Has that not always been a feature? Yeah, I use it all the time. Like, I would say I probably use it. I guess it depends on the project. I do use it. Oh my gosh, I think I just kicked the plug by accident. Oh my gosh, it almost stopped my internet. I had a new internet installed, and it's so much better. I don't even have to have my laptop plugged in, but I do anyways, just in case. I'm running 150 by 150 megabytes for upload and download. But okay, but yeah, I use it right here. It's on the right here. You can see it highlighted. You can see my mouse pointer right here. The cool thing is you can control the polish, the blur, the Dynamesh. You can turn it on and off. You can keep groups. You can actually divide groups, which is great if you want to have like chop the thing into pieces real quick. Not exactly like the most ideal thing, but if you want to do something real quick, it should be fine. But I usually like the live boolean option, which is here at the top of the screen here, using the subtool options. If I want to cut and dice the model up into pieces. Otherwise, I just don't like to deal with that. Also, I'm thinking about making some other Overwatch stuff too. I'm thinking about making Brigitte or something. She's a new character. I have some other stuff too. Oh my gosh! Every time I think about it, I need to do something. There's something else that comes up. So many things I want to do. Like the side view of this needs to be a little more worked on. Like this is not. I think his jaw needs to be broader, and this needs to be cut in more. It needs to be more masculine in the sense here. Sorry, it's like small little of things here. Oh, I like this. I like this option right here. It's like a silhouette. Basically, you should be able to look at something and tell what it is. Also, at the same time, it lets me know kind of proportion-wise too. So it's a great way of determining form. It's a very important tool. You got to be able to look at something and say, "Hey, that's All Might" or something. If you have a silhouette and you can't tell what it is, then you're not doing it right. I love that thing. I love that silhouette option. It's great, especially during concept work. Okay, what was I doing here? Oh yeah, I was working on the jawline real quick. This looks better here. Just shaving that away real quick to this here is a lot better. He's got a very wide jaw. He's like the typical, stereotypical like superhero, like super wide kind of jawline. Oh, I have symmetry off. Great, thank you very much. Wait, why did I have symmetry off? Oh, I must have clicked X by accident when I was trying to click V again. I'll deal with it another time. The width. Oh, you're gonna head out? Well, yeah. All right. Thanks, Creeper Factory 64. I hope you see you again. Wait, hold on. Oh, so somehow YouTube wouldn't let me put a link. Google. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I tried checking it. But let me say thanks, Creeper, for stopping by. So 64 Factories. I'll call you Factory 64. Thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you again. I will try to broadcast. I might broadcast early tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. It depends really. I'm going to try to get back to some of the commissions I mentioned earlier for the clients. I have to mail something out tomorrow for someone. I made a little thing of a Roadhog a little while ago. Someone was interested in it. It was a Roadhog Halloween skin. His Junkhog or Junkerstein. That's it. It's Junkerstein. That was the skin. I made like a bust of it. It was basically from like the belly button up or something. So I had to ship that out, and I have a couple other commissions which I showed last time I think, or a couple times ago. Or yeah, last time I think. But yeah, well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good day, Factory 64. Oh yeah, well, hope to see you again. And then John Jake. Oh yeah, that. Let me look that real quick. Yeah, I saw. Let me see what it is, just to make sure I understand. Just trying to. Hold on, I'm trying to see it real quick. Oh snap! Wait. Oh! I don't have that downloaded. Oh, snap. What? I'm watching the video right now. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Alright. Alright, cool. And I was just watching it, and yeah, the video is very insightful. I should get that. Because you know how many times... You know, see this over here on the side right here? This nonsense right here? Like, what I would do is I guess the resolution. So I get that particular kind of resolution I want. What the freaking heck? It was not downloaded? Wait, what? Do I have to actually go ahead? Wait. Yeah, I don't have it. I want that too. Good point. Like, that's weird. Usually, did I miss in the update? Was that a recent update? Good point right there. I would definitely say I would probably use the heck out of that. By the way, that Dynamesh Master. Sorry. Probably use the. I would use that more than this probably. Like, well, not probably. I would still use this for general sculpting, but the Dynamesh Master I would probably use if I was sculpting something, and then I wanted something really specific, and not so much as detail, but like the resolution of the model. Then yeah, I would use that. But I feel like I would use probably this more than I would use the Dynamesh Master. But don't get me wrong, I would definitely use it. Snap! That's pretty good. Oh yeah, oh see, oh. I said bye, right? I'm pretty sure I said bye. Yeah, I hope you have a good day, Kruper Factor 64. Hope to see you again. I hope he heard me say bye earlier. But no, that's definitely something I'd like to try later on or something. That was something I'd like to try. You know, I should probably start posing this, really, in actuality. I should probably start posing. Because I think realistically, well, no, I shouldn't. Because I need to finish the belt first before I start posing this figure. But no, thanks for the idea. Or not the idea, thanks for the heads up. I didn't know that there was a Dynamesh Master plugin. Interesting. It definitely seems very useful. Like, as I said before, like that's why ZBrush is like my favorite sculpting software, is because it's amazing. Like, Sculptress has nothing. Like, Sculptress is the free version of ZBrush, but like it has like nothing on it compared to what ZBrush actually is. Oh my gosh, I remember trying using it. I want to say it was a nightmare, just not as fun as ZBrush is. All right, let me go ahead and. I really like how his legs look actually in general. I might tone this down a bit more and maybe buff his calves up more. I don't know why, but All Might kind of reminds me of that one movie. That one movie, what is it called? It was the one Alien, the superhero guy. It's like a Superman kind of spin-off, I guess. Oh, I can't remember it. It's a purple guy. I think it has like Will Ferrell or something as the voice for that alien. Can't recall. Can you recall? I can't remember what it is. And it's unofficial, hence you'll need to manually download it from Pixelogic site. Oh no, yeah, it should be good. Funny thing is that it says it's unofficial. Okay, that's why it probably wasn't downloaded right away. Because, you know, like when you open up ZBrush every time, it tells you like the heads up on like anything new. Like, I don't really look at it really all that much, but yeah, I don't really pay attention to it too much. Yeah, it's like, it's weird, like, he's got a white face. Sorry, I'm switching back and forth between my, he's like white at the middle of the head right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out right here. Right here, especially two of the temples. There's not that much detail along his temples though, right here. I might actually go ahead and pull that out and flatten it. There it goes. Yeah, I'm definitely going to install it, most likely. Just seems useful. Like seriously useful. Because there's been times where I wanted a certain poly count, and I just have to guess because Dynamesh is dependent on the size of the model in the three-dimensional space. Wait, doesn't Twitch also have a thing where you can upload videos pretty much like YouTube? I feel like they have that now. I remember there was some sort of controversy because of the fact that it's very reminiscent of YouTube. I love the masking feature of this, man. It's so nice, so much control. Also, I'm using a cheap tablet too. I'm not using like Wacom or whatever. Oh, I need to watch The Punisher. There's so much stuff I need to watch on Netflix that I could probably be listening to. Sorry, I'm just trying to bring this out right here because this was really annoying me. Like right here, this weird. This doesn't make sense atomically. Like it kind of does, but not really. So I was gonna buff this up right here by pulling on this right here, and then I pull it up. So that's a nice thing too. I could just kind of pull it up into other geometry, and now that makes a little more sense right here. I need to have that bump though still. There it goes. Yeah, then I'll go ahead and Dynamesh that real quick. There it goes. Nice. This is throwing me off still, but I did a lot of this as it is already. Like I think I'm gonna cap a lot of these broadcasts about 2 hours. So I'm really like I don't really work on these for like the full 2 hours, but I sometimes show other stuff and I check stuff out from what people mention. So I would say this is less than 2 hours of work, but it's almost done. I just have to finish little details here and there, add the little flares on his arms, the belt, add the suit details, refine them a bit more. Small details. Small details could take another 2 hours. So I'll probably go ahead and probably switch back to maybe the girl one, or maybe start the other guy, the bird guy, and then I'll work on part 2 of each figure later on. I'll have like a little series of these the series of videos, time lapse of these figures, and then I'll have the 3D print of it later on. I'll have it 3D printed at the end of the video. Maybe clean it up, and then maybe have a paint of it. Maybe I'll do a live broadcast of painting. I guess depends. I'll see how it works out. But I think I'm gonna call it a wrap. But before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and I still take some questions real quick before I end it. But I think I'll try broadcasting again tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It's gonna be one of those 2 days. Probably a little earlier. I live in California. So if I say anything, it's Pacific time. I'm thinking maybe around maybe 12 o'clock or something, maybe. Oh, look at a Zebro Madcap. Let me see. Zebro Madcap? Let me check it out. What is this? Zebro. What is Zebro Madcap? What is this? What does this do? I don't know. Based on what I see, it looks like it's just a material color, which I'm fine with. Like, to tell you the truth, I would like a nice material color that would actually reflect details quite nicely, not to be too bright, not to be too dark. Because right now I don't mind like this in general. Oh, sorry, I was gonna take a picture of this real quick so I could post for on the broadcast image. But no, it looks interesting though. Like, can you tell me a little bit more about it as I go ahead and try to take a picture of this? If I have the snipping tool here, I'll check it out. I looked at it. Looks nice. They have different colors. Try to think. Save. Yeah, I want to save this. I'm going to say this is the broadcast image number 3. There it goes. I want to update the image here real quick. Change thumbnail. Alright, I should have updated the thumbnail now. I'm just gonna, for sure I did. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check the Madcap out. I'm gonna check the Dynamesh Master. And I guess I should really take the time in learning ZBrush. I just kind of learned like a basics of ZBrush and kind of figure stuff out on my own. Like, I should really take a day or so and like look up some videos on Pixelogic's websites for tutorials or something. I'd like to have a better understanding of their what is it called? Their Z-Modeler thing and other stuff too. There's so many little things. I don't know everything about this, and I have not really painted too much. I've painted, but I have never really rendered. Because usually what I do is I just take this here and I just kind of pose it. Then I print it out. I slice it and I print it. So there's no real need for me to do anything. But this is I've been meaning to get around to this right here. So I'm gonna save this real quick. I'll show you real quick the from Dragon Ball Super. Let me see. Sure, save. Yeah, save. All my history. Let's go make this history 2. I like to save separate files. Oh really? Oh sorry. Yeah. I didn't do anything to the broadcast. I didn't cancel your ability to post a link. I think for you to post a link, I have to have you as probably a moderator. But I'll check it out, Madcap Gray. I think that would be ideal. So I have to download it or whatever. Is the site? Is it on Pixelogic? So while you go ahead and give me the answer. I guess it wouldn't hurt if I make you a moderator. Just real quick. You send me the link. Hold on. Try it now. Try the link now. John Jake, try the link. I'm curious about it. Send the link. Send the link. Put it in the chat. It should let you now. Oh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to show you the I made from Dragon Ball Super, Topo, the Destroyer, and I should probably finish that tonight. I've been having it just kind of sit dormant in my archive. So file, I already have it saved there. Let's open Topo real quick. Where is it at real quick? Oh, here it is. Topo the Destroyer. Ah, see? It worked this time. Let's see. ZBrush Central. A Zebro. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I see a Zebro right here. Zebro's video and sketchbook. Let's see. Is it the magical material? If it'll let me click it. Click. Let's show me the image I saw earlier. Oh, here it is. Work in progress, Zebro clay set number 2. Ha! Alright. Cool. I think my neck was a bit. I clicked the link, yes. It's there. I clicked it. Oh, maybe it's this one here. Maybe it's... It showed me a few things here. A few searches or something. Yeah, I clicked the link. It shows me right here. I made you a temporary moderator right now. I don't usually make someone a moderator unless they've been in it for at least a good while. But he has some pretty good information. Oh, this is Topo, by the way. He's pretty much kind of done. I just have to work on the gloves and the mustache. I guess I also make him not so buff. I can probably finish this tonight. I don't know why. I simply get lazy. From Dragon Ball Super right here. Someone's interested in buying a copy of this guy. I didn't make it because of that, but I made it because it was popular at the time, because Topo was like the god, like some sort of next god of destroyer kind of deal. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me just switch back to All Might. So I got All Might right here. Let's see how it looks right now. Oh yeah, like, oh, it's so weird. Like, I know I saw this not too long ago, but then switching to a different model, and then not seeing this model for like a good few, like, couple minutes or so, and switching back to, just switching back to it, and like, oh, that's All Might, all right. It's very reassuring. The thing is, okay, I'll say this right now. A key thing when working on a model or a sculpture in general, any kind of art, is you want to have a fresh eye on things. If you work on something in one whole session, it might look nice right now, but when you come back to it, it'll probably look bad or something. You'll see stuff. You're going to see mistakes. So I never usually like finish it all in one sitting. I like to have it separate, spread out, so I have a fresh eye on it. But no, I think that's it for right now. Thanks, John Jake. I already had taken a picture of the thing, so I updated the thumbnail for this. Thanks for all your information. You know, the Dynamesh Master and the Madcap for the Zebro. But I believe I'll broadcast tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. If I do broadcast any of those days, it would probably be probably in the afternoon. I live in like the Pacific Coast, so California, around the time of maybe 3 o'clock or something. I'm not sure what the latency is. I put low latency on, but no, this is looking really nice. I can't wait to print it out. And, the hair needs more work here. I just kind of pulled that out real quick. Like these little hair things need to have work too. But yeah, this video will be posted up later. I'll be working on the other characters tomorrow. I may not work on All Might or the one girl. I might work on the bird dude, and then I'll go back in the cycle. So I'm gonna cycle through these. So I'm gonna go to the bird guy. Then I'm gonna go to, or maybe I should try the frog girl. I don't know. I like to go based on the popularity of the characters, or maybe what I feel like doing at the time. I don't know. But as far as I know, I might do the bird guy with the shadow demon thing. Then I'll go back to that one girl character, the pink, and then back to All Might again, and just kind of rotate like that. So I keep things different. Oh, thanks for sharing. Have a good day. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. All right, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good day. And I'm going to go ahead and I should really have my stuff ready, so when I say bye, I should be able to click out real quick. So, yeah, no problem. I hope you've been very helpful, John Jake. I'll keep you as a moderator for now. No need to remove it, I guess. You've been helpful. I trust you so far. All right, so I hope you have a good day. See you next time, I guess. Maybe tomorrow, maybe a few hours earlier, 6 hours earlier. Yeah, all right, cool. Thank you. Have a good day.